This podcast is brought to you by Renewal by Andersen of Central Pennsylvania, where your savings are in your control. Get 20% off your whole project with additional savings as well, like the $500 off each entry or patio door you get, or the up to $250 off you get each window when you buy 10 or more. That's at $0 down, 0 payments, and no interest for 18 months. Drop by renewalbyandersen.com for more information. A bill updating the term child pornography has lapsed into law. In Pittsburgh, a proposal would put $2 million towards aiding those facing eviction. A hospital is offering opioid-free pain management. Lastly, Pennsylvanians have the hardest time with these SAT words. I'm Claudia Dimuro, and you're listening to Today in PA. A bill which would replace the term child pornography with child sexual abuse material has lapsed into law, reports the Center Square. This bill follows up on a recommendation from the Child Pornography Task Force, which stated how child pornography is an outdated term that fails to encompass the full impact of the crime. But as he didn't sign it, Governor Josh Shapiro explained over the weekend that, while he quote-unquote fully supports this proposal, it lacked clarity, specifically with its definitions of child sexual abuse material, leaving it up to schools and libraries to parse out what materials this may or may not apply to when crafting policies. So Shapiro has directed the General Assembly to correct this omission when they return to session in the fall. The law will go into effect in September, at which point public institutions are expected to change the language for their internal policies as well. A proposal in Pittsburgh would put around $2 million a year toward those who face eviction, reports the Tribune Review. This bill would dedicate a portion of the city's Stop the Violence Trust Fund in order to provide legal assistance for people about to get kicked out of their homes. This proposal, actually, mirrors a similar pilot program that was launched in 2022 that's already served more than 1,600 households in certain areas. The legal assistance provided in the program also prevented eviction in almost 75% of instances. Should this new proposal pass, this pilot program will expand citywide. For the first time in Western Pennsylvania, and maybe in the country, patients at a local hospital can choose not to be given opioids before, during, and after surgeries, states CBS Local Pittsburgh. UPMC Shadyside Hospital has been working on this program, which launched in May, due to patient demand, patients who are looking to prevent opioid use disorder. So for things like surgical pain, patients can opt to use other pain management methods like local anesthesia or medications that don't have opioids in them. Doctors will also offer other ways of pain management like acupuncture, and will also help to address anxiety, which contributes to pain. Says Chief of Anesthesiology and Perioperative Medicine Dr. Shiv Goel, the opioid epidemic, quote, is a problem which has been created by the health profession itself, unquote. And, quote, I think we owe it to ourselves and our patients and to our country to try to right this wrong. A new study has found the SAT vocabulary words each state struggles with the most, says PennLive. Well, word database, worddb.com, assembled a list of over 250 words featured in 6 practice exams, then pulled the search volume for each and divided by location. The top 3 words that Pennsylvanians have the roughest time with were, in ascending order, antecedent, manifest, and nuanced. I would like some nuanced reviews to manifest for this podcast, please, and politely asking may serve as an antecedent to that. How'd I do? Let me know. Today in PA at PennLive.com. That wraps up today's episode. For even more news, drop by PennLive.com. Also, please remember to rate this podcast and to share it around with someone you think would like it too. Thanks ahead of time, and of course, thanks for listening. I'm Claudia Dimuro, and tomorrow's another episode of Today in PA. This podcast is brought to you by Renewal by Andersen of Central Pennsylvania, where your savings are in your control. Get 20% off your whole project with additional savings as well, like the $500 off each entry or patio door you get, or the up to $250 off you get each window when you buy 10 or more. That's at $0 down, 0 payments, and no interest for 18 months. Drop by renewalbyandersen.com for more information.